searching for signs, lost in the sand, whispers of fate, echoes of dreams in the dark slate. Nothing's as it seems. Flip the cards, turn around, disturb.
Good morning and welcome to the My Tarot Morning Reflection. Good morning, Maureen. Good morning, everybody. You know, I was sitting here thinking I need to actually count how many years I've been doing this. I think I've been doing this for like 3 years. Something like that, doing the videos. It's like, oh my gosh. I haven't even checked in, I don't know how long to see how many I have by this point, but wow. But I can say that I do believe that it has helped me to have a better day. Good morning, Angelina. Yeah, just amazed that it's been like 3 years. But I mean, each day now, starting with the breath. Normally, I would be a running around maniac in the mornings, which up until 7:15, I can still be a running around maniac. And I'm about to sneeze. Is it going to come? Excuse me. But then all of a sudden, it's like, all right, I listen to the cards, and it's like, after running around like a maniac in the mornings, listening to the cards like the sound of the ocean, and reminding myself to take that breath, and sometimes reminding people that it's good to have their own light switch, because the cards, to me, the sound is my light switch. Lighting a candle can be a light switch, ringing a bell. But it's just a way to, for me, after 3 years, anytime I shuffle the cards now, I feel my breath go deep and I feel my shoulders come down. So, and it reminds me to put my feet flat on the floor as we put our feet flat on the floor and our butt do the kitty dance to get it nice and comfortable, and then checking in with the shoulders and relaxing those and the neck. This is totally different than the way I was 5 minutes ago. So yeah, I wonder how many videos I've got now and what my anniversary is. It's gonna be in the fall, if I remember correctly. So let's do just that. Let's check in with the universe. See if we have like any angers or resentments that might pop up to look at, and maybe if we take a look at ourselves in the morning here, if something normally would trigger us, maybe instead of triggering us, maybe we'll just take a breath and walk away from it. Because we've already kind of done that check-in. So, click. It's funny, I came in here and it's like, so I have my 2 decks of cards that I love to use the most. And, but we're not supposed to fight our intuition. And it's like, I don't feel like doing reversals today. But this is the deck that popped up. It's like, I guess I'm going to do reversals today. So I'm going to make our 3 stacks, each one a different thread going out to the universe, each one a different thought or idea, and if we believe in the multiverse, each one of these is like a different path, because this stack will be one conversation, this will lead down a totally different conversation, and who knows where this one's going to lead. But let's go with right at the center. Let's go for what's at the heart. So I'm going to do our 3 and 1. And I'll flip each card over one at a time like we're reading the pages of a book. Ah, what a good card for a Thursday. So it's the 9 of coins, and coins are what? Home, health, finances, and all those things that keep us grounded. And nines is about the effort that we put in to enjoy what we have. Now, I don't own a villa in Italy, And I don't have a peregrine falcon. I don't have a falcon of my own here, so I'm not rich. But she's enjoying what she has. She has the freedom to enjoy. So what I do have is I have a roof over my head. I have things that make my life a little bit easier, like a car and things like that. So the Nine of Coins is about recognizing what we've accomplished and enjoying it. So then we have the Hanged Man. So here is our major. Again, the minors are our day-to-day. Welcome to Thursday. But the majors are the destiny cards. And the Hanged Man is about sacrifice and acceptance. It is about a willingness and an understanding that sometimes we need to be patient. We need to be willing to let things go. We need to be willing to accept where we are right now. Which, when I just described this card here, it's like, well, I'd like to be at that villa and I would like it to overlook the Amalfi Coast. But patience, acceptance, and being willing to do what I need to do, what we need to do with whatever we're facing. So the next card is, whoa, we have the High Priestess. So it's one of those things where about getting centered, about acceptance of what we do have and having gratitude, and also taking inventory. What do we need? What do we need to get rid of? And as we shed these desires, like for that villa on the Amalfi Coast and all these things that we don't accept, that we want, and all these things, you know, all these other desires, as we enjoy the moment, it's then that we need to visit with the High Priestess. And the High Priestess, she has this secret knowledge here. And even, she's got this veil. It's like, what's beyond the veil? It's the question. And with the Hanged Man, once we accept where we are at this moment, and we're willing to accept that we're not going to get every single thing that we want, that, you know, if there's something physical that we, you know, I wish that I didn't have arthritis, you know, it's one of those willingness to, we have to accept these things. We have to slow down. And then we need to go inside because the High Priestess has something to say. So we have the High Priestess in all of us. Okay? We just need to be able to access it. We need to be able to put our feet flat on the floor. We need to breathe beyond the anxiety. We need to be grateful for what we do have and what we need to let go of. And one of the things we need to let go of is the wishing for things we don't have. And that's the Hanged Man, because this is where we are at the moment. Then we need to just listen. And that's the hardest thing. Because in that quiet, we start hearing voices. And these are the things that the Hanged Man strives to let go of. Shoulda, woulda, couldas. This is what I want. This is what, you know, I don't want to be hanging in this tree right now. But it's where we are at this moment. And so we start to go inside and listen to that voice. That's that voice that says, I knew I shouldn't do it. Or that voice that says, why did, you know, I told you, you knew inside. that that was not a good idea, but we didn't listen to that voice. Descend is that which hangs out into nothing. The Hanged Man always makes me think of Heidegger. So, what's the advice card then? Wow, today is about acceptance. Today is about finding a peace with where we are today. As I always say, we live inside a hula hoop. We live inside a hula hoop, and that's the only space that we have control over. Anything outside that hula hoop, people, places, things, politics, our kids, you know, especially if they're older, grown kids, all these things out there we can't control. But in this circle, closing my eyes and trying to listen to the High Priestess, even if I'm sitting in a villa overlooking the Amalfi Coast, when I close my eyes and I focus inside this hula hoop, it's no different than sitting here in Maryland inside my hula hoop. Because it's about letting everything go and then listening, cocking our ear up, active listening to that inner voice, the one that says, this might be the way, this might be a good idea. Or, are you sure you want to do that? Because the world is the final card of the majors. The world is about completion. The world is when we're ready for a new cycle. But when we're discontent, when we wish that we could control things outside of our hula hoop, see the hula hoop right here? Okay, this is us. And everything in this hula hoop is what we have some semblance of control over. We can't control nature. We can't control our, you know, I can go to the doctor. I can control my health that way. I can, you know, make sure I have a comfortable bed maybe. But when the world is reversed, it's about so focused on the outside things that we can't go inside to listen. So today is about finding that peace inside the hula hoop. It's just taking a moment. You know, we're coming up on the weekend also, but it's wherever we are. If we find ourselves discontent, well, maybe that's because we're trying to control people, places, and things. We're trying to self-will our health to be better. I'm trying to self-will myself to lose weight. When instead, I should be sitting inside my hula hoop and just listening to that voice. So with that today, our goal is to understand the Hanged Man so that we can listen to that voice and be ready for whatever the next chapter is. And with that, I hope everybody has that amazing day today. I hope everybody has an amazing week, rest of their week. I'll be here tomorrow. Amazing evening, wherever you are, whatever time of the day it is that you're watching this. And with that, I will be back again. Tonight, I'm going to be reading live at Lune Metaphysical. And so with that, oh, and I'm also going to be, I should post on my, did not post it on my webpage, but I've been asked to do an event up in Hagerstown at a brewery. So I'm going to put that on my webpage. It's Lune is doing a witchy little fair there. So I'm going to go there and I'll be reading and things like that. So take care, everybody, and I will see you later.
Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand. Whispers of fate, echoes of dreams in the dark.